is going on? Gregory, Dave Vogelsang, Top Dog, Iceman, Doc. How's everyone doing? It's been a long time. All right, don't worry about it. Just got a couple of guests in the house tonight. Wanted to kind of get everybody up to speed on what's going on in Storytime. I know it's been a while since I've done anything live-wise or kind of informative. I've just been, cheers, by the way. We're drinking some Wild Turkey 101 right now. But anyway, I wanted to kind of give everyone an update on what's going on, let you know about the single barrels we've got coming, which you may know or may not know. They're on the website now. We got that all going this weekend, and it's been an interesting few days to try and get all that stuff worked out. So we got that. We got a new leadership team now, which is, you guys notice I haven't been around much. So it's largely been due to just work and, just real life stuff going on. I've been too busy. I've been able to really take care of you guys like I should. And so I reached out to some friends and I know, Ryan and AJ were with me for a while and they got real busy and they couldn't really do much anymore. And hey, it's how it goes sometimes. But this time I picked up a group of ragtag degenerates and I think we're all, witness relocation. You're not wrong, William All. I think we're going to be at a really good spot for 2025. These guys are fired up and really ready to take the Authors Guild to the next level. And as you guys may or may not know, and if you didn't notice, there's a new label on the thumbnail. That's our new bottle we've got coming. So Storytime is releasing its first private label bottle, and I'm excited about that. I didn't necessarily want it to be such a magnificent bottle, but I couldn't turn down the opportunity to have some 15-year-old Kentucky bourbon that rhymes with Schmirky and was distilled in bison territory. So fantastic bottles, by the way. We went through
18. 4 of them didn't have anything.
Yeah, 18 barrels, and we picked some real bangers. So anyway, so we're super excited about that. Those barrels have now been delivered to our bottler, and we're waiting on label approval. We expect that to be probably mid-February, and then we'll be bottling and start getting those out the end of February. But as you also may have noticed, if you went on the website, we've got 2 Jack Daniel's picks that I picked back in June with Top Dog and Renee and this guy right here. Doc Martinez was there.
How's it going?
Hey, buddy. Glad you could jump on. And so we're really, really excited about these picks because they were fantastic. They really were. I think anyone who knows Renee and John or Top Dog and Renee knows that Renee has an amazing affinity for Jack Daniel's rye. So it was imperative that she was on that pick with us because I wanted her discerning palate. And she did not disappoint. Like, we really, really picked a real good one. I got some mock-ups of it, meaning I got the bottles that are similar with the labels on them, but the bottles are at the distributor, which is not that far away. I expect to be getting those probably next week. And then we'll start getting these out, too, to everybody. But here's the rye. And then, of course, that's a tribute to Beans, their lovely little Boston Terrier who passed away. Was it 2019, I think? Yeah. They really loved that dog, and I just thought it was fitting that he would be the representative on that bottle. Hey, Carlos. And the bourbon engineer's here, too. Top Dog, your neighbor's interrupting our stream. And, of course, the really, I don't know, like this one, the bourbon, a few years back we did the Sherry G bottle, and that was one that Hop Buttery Rolls did with Hopscotch and Bindery out of Texas, and Chris Luddig did the label on that one. And I thought it was only fitting that, we lost Scott Pigsley this year, or last year rather. Now we're in 2025, and he loved Sherry G so much, and he loved that bottle too. And we really picked a freaking fantastic bourbon, and I really thought it was only fitting that we would get Scott as a commemorative bottle as well. So here's kind of a sticker for that one, in case you guys didn't see it. For those that have, here, I can spotlight. For those that have the Sherry G bottle, you'll recognize that the layout's very similar. I did the artwork on this one, but I tried to keep it similar because I think that it means a lot, and to keep that commemorative decor alive. Hopefully we don't have to do any more of them, to be really honest with you, but if we do, we do. So those two are available now too. Those are a lot more reasonable price. So I would encourage you guys to go check those out. If you like those single barrels, those two are both fantastic. And then kind of lastly, we'll talk about this bottle right here. So some of you may have been hearing about Old Louisville. Great little distillery. They're doing a lot of fun stuff there. And Serge and I, when we went up and picked those turkey barrels, we stopped in because we were told he had some 11-year. Right, and we were excited about getting the 11-year. I got to tell you, the 11-year just did not live up. But this 10-year, this bottle right here, is amazing. Truly, truly amazing. Again, it's another bottle. It's a little higher price than I like. I've always tried to keep things low, and I don't like anything being over $100. But this was another exceptional bottle that I couldn't pass up on. To me, it was. It's a showstopper for sure, and it's not terribly overpriced or high price. I shouldn't say. I wouldn't say it's overpriced. Like it's in line with what he charges and whatever. We're able to work out something so we can at least cover the cost to get shipping and everything to everyone. That is, another thing that we kind of redid is, I'm trying to get all the annual members, all the members switched over to annual so I can get you guys free shipping. And, but yeah, so these are all on the site now. I would encourage you to go try them out. We're going to taste some of them tonight and kind of talk about it. But I also want to just kind of catch up with everybody, let you know I'm alive and well. I've got Serge and GP and Greg is part of Storytime now. And then I've also got 3 other guys, Roger, Kent, and Rick. And I'm telling you, they're fired up and excited about everything we're doing. And I feel a lot better about this year and going forward because now I've got a team around me that's it's bigger than just a couple people. We're 7 people strong now, so things aren't going to be falling through the cracks. I can have one guy focus on internet stuff and social media and emails, and so everyone can be taken care of. And we can get bottles shipped out quicker too, instead of you having to rely on me to not be in China or Malaysia or whatever crazy country I'm in. So anyway, love you guys. I've missed you all a ton. Let's get into one of these pours. I'm going to finish this old turkey and let's get into one. So Doc.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That was a lot of information at one time. Lots of.
It is. I wanted to get it all out of the way because I really just wanted to hang out. I just want to use it as an excuse to hang out.
I always love the excuses to hang out. You know me. I don't mind hanging. It's always fun.
But yeah, so was that the same bottle?
This is the one that we were talking about. Yes.
Yeah. So it is the same one that I've got.
Yes, that's the one we picked
all
up.
Right, so
when we were out there choosing the picks.
This is a Coy Hill rye that was at the gift shop when we did our pick.
Yep.
And did you pour it yet? Have you been drinking it already?
You were talking. I had to warm up my palate. I mean, I figured.
What do you think, though? Isn't that freaking delicious?
Yeah, the first one was a little bit warm, but I mean, it's my first drink of the night as well.
Right.
Man, it's been a few seconds since I've taken a drink, but it's in my palate. It's like there. It just sticks. I like it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good pour. But yeah, what were the numbers? Do you remember what warehouses were Coy Hill numbers? It was like 8 to 13,
8 to 8 to 14, 8 to 13, 8 to 13. And then one of them doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, which one
fell
doesn't
down.
exist?
I think number 12 fell down.
Yeah.
See, Greg,
So-
man, he remembers all this information.
Yeah, Greg's a nerd. We love him. Oh, Top Dog, you got that bottle. Well, please, would you and Renee pour some of this and share it with us? So it's 134.9, which is pretty high for these ryes. Man, it's just packed full of flavor. Here, go ahead and pour you some.
Yeah, it's a good pour. I'm enjoying it. Look how dark that is, though. I mean, that's just dark.
Welcome, Celia. Yeah, it's super dark. Like, there's something to be said, whatever's happening on Coy Hill. I don't know what it is, but it's doing some magical shit.
Well, aren't they saying because that's like their highest hill that they have it on?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
one
a
of the
nice
reasons?
elevation.
Ooh, phenomenal nose.
Yeah, dude, this is so good. It's so good. All right, I got to finish my turkey. I'm a slow drinker. So that's the only way I can keep up.
You're a slow drinker tonight. That's not what happened when me and you joined forces. Jeez.
That's not how this bottle got
Yeah.
there.
The next day.
I don't think anyone's had this but me.
I haven't had this.
And that just tells you, and most of my bottles, like, I don't go in that deep on them. This one's freaking really good.
What's the number on that neck label?
You want the barrel number or the warehouse number?
The warehouse number.
The warehouse number is 109. And the barrel number is 2402681. Bottling date March 14th, 2024.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's just look at that. That's just beautiful.
Yeah.
135 almost. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Carlo, great shot. Nice to see you, buddy. Kurtz, nice. Roger Kurtz in the house. Roger Kurtz is part of the group. He's the one that kind of pisses me off all the time because he's always watching the bank ledgers.
He's our numbers.
He keeps me on track, I'll tell you that. So I love him. I love him for it.
He's
And
our
I hate him at the
numbers
same
guy.
time.
He's our numbers guy.
That's right. David Bays, yeah.
You have somebody that's a numbers guy now? You're in trouble, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's hey, it's one thing when we were kind of small and not doing, but now we're really trying to kind of releasing a private bottle and kind of getting that whole thing going. We've got to make sure we got all our T's crossed and I's dotted.
Yeah, I mean, you went from
much as I hate
4 bottles coming out now. You have 4
What's that?
bottles. You have 4 bottles
Yeah,
on
4 right now, and we're getting ready to go talk about some more stuff. When we go up next week to get to Old Louisville, not next week, but the
Week after.
I got to go to California next week, but Sunday. Oh wait, I just thought about that. No, it's the week after.
It's the
isn't
week
it?
after. It's the week after.
Woo! Man, that got really scary. All right, so anyway, next week I'm going to California. The week after, then we go up to Louisville. We get the Old Louisville bottles, and we're also going to be tasting some other barrels. We're going to be looking at some 10-year Beam and some other stuff. So kind of excited. Some 9.5-year MGP, 36% rye. Got some light whiskey in. I'm going to be tasting
Some Weeders.
Some Weeders.
Light whiskey.
So yeah, all over. But Green River, Backbone, Bardstown, MGP. Oh my God!
Holy.
Who let this guy in? What? What? There's 2 of them.
Who let that?
Oh my gosh, that's Kent. Hi, Kent, and that's Rick.
And good to
Hi,
see you
Rick.
again.
This is Storytime.
How you
My
doing?
name is Roger.
Yeah.
The only guy that's not here is the guy that's in chat. Unbelievable.
Now we got to give him shit.
Now we totally go. Cheers to you, Roger.
Roger's been
Loser.
Where Roger?
Roger is. Hey,
Get you some glasses.
Well,
Not that
Top
one,
Dog says he found the bottle. It took him a while, but he found it. So he's going to be having the same.
oh, nice. Yeah. Well, I don't think they need to start off with that. That's gonna that's right in the balls. Let's do the wild turkey or
We'll just do that. This is 110 too. Fearless.
This one.
okay. Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Me and you.
But anyway, took me a while to find it. Yeah, no kidding. You got a few Jack Daniels. Anyway, Rick, Kent, Serge, GP, Greg, Shane, Roger. That's your new, that's the Storytime team. We have made some changes. You can now email info@Storytime. If you storytimedistillery.com, these guys all see it. We'll be responding.
So that means I can't send you any more of my special pictures to you to that email.
No, you send that to Shane. You can still send to Shane at Storytime Distillery.
Okay. Just making sure.
He still gets all the private stuff.
Yeah, I still get all the private stuff. Last night, was it last night we had our website issue?
Yes, last night.
Oh my gosh, what a mess. So we had a new person, they didn't sign up for Author Guild, which is fine, but they, some of these bottles we make available through another channel, and they got a bottle, and then they went to show their buddy the bottle they got because they were proud of it, they were excited about it, and then the website was down. We're like, and then he calls me. He's like, "Hey man, I don't know who you are." Like, he didn't even introduce himself. He just said, "Hello." I go, "Hello." He goes, "Yeah, I bought a bottle and your website's not working." And I'm like, he goes, "Is it going to ship? Am I getting scammed?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, no, it's not a scam, buddy." And so then we were all in a meeting and we're like trying to figure out what the heck was going on.
So which website was it? Your Storytime or the other a different one?
Yeah, Storytime Distillery. So the back end, the main hosting website, which is Wix, is who does all of our e-commerce stuff, was having problems. So they were probably getting attacked or something. And oh my gosh, it was frustrating.
Yeah. A couple hours and multiple sites.
Yeah.
Multiple sites, not just us.
No, multiple sites.
Can you want to show that? You want to show your website? Just show everything that's on there, because I mean, when you went through a lot of information, it's easier to see it when you can see everything.
Also, we have some new pages, right? So
we do have some new, and again, this is also an opportunity. I wanted anyone, if you've got questions about Story, you want to know what I'm about, what these guys are about, because they believe in the vision that I put out there. We're going on. This will be the 4th year.
Yeah.
So we were founded in 2021, so this will be the 4th year. I'll be glad to answer any questions, anything like that. But here, I'll show you the website. Let me share. This is going to be weird because I don't have like dual monitors. So,
You want me to share it? I think I can share it from mine. Can I?
Yeah, why don't you do that, because it's really hard. Hey, Steve Burkett. Cheers, brother.
All right, so I think it's there for you to pop up if you want to.
It is.
Up. There it is.
There you go.
So this is that.
So there's the title.
We have the new page of releases.
Yeah, and then you can click on the releases up top there too, Doc.
All right. Ooh, I haven't jumped on this one.
So the releases page, we really wanted to add this page because we wanted at least some information to be available for like non-members who want to become members, right? Like, we wanted some value to go out there so they know exactly what we're picking, what's upcoming, things like that.
That's good information, because you get all that information there. So everything you want to know about it before you even join, so you know what's going on.
Right, exactly.
Ooh, look at those.
And then we wanted to show the previous picks because they were such good bottles. We wanted to show some history and some continuity, right?
Yeah.
I never saw that
we had
Obtain
quite a
one. Is
bit
that an
of picks,
older one? Oh, that Friday After Red is one of my favorites.
Man, that bottle will live in infamy.
Oh yeah. Hey, you need to move your old Dragon Bones farther up, sir. That's too good of a bottle to be way at the bottom.
So yeah, I mean we're pretty excited about what's coming. For those of you who don't know what Storytime is about, so real quick, and I'm gonna make it real quick. I
think somebody's frozen.
Yeah, I think he's frozen. So he's going to tell the story, but he's doing that dramatic pause right before everything goes on. That's what he's doing. Dramatic pause. So
What were you saying,
Up to
Doc?
you, Doc. You're the experienced whiskey tuber.
Wait. Are you there right now, Shane? Because you were gone for a second.
Yeah, my signal dropped. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now. You're back.
Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, my door's down, so the Wi-Fi can get interrupted sometimes. So, Storytime's a distillery piece. Then the Authors Guild is the private barrel club, and that's where you get all the single barrels. Which I try to pick exceptional barrels at good prices, and actually try to be below market, because it's, to me, I want you to share the whiskey. I don't want you to just necessarily buy it and throw it on the shelf. It's all about creating relationships and sharing our lives with one another. And the whiskey is just kind of the conduit to get that going. So that's kind of the overall mission. And I think I've done a pretty good job of making sure that the picks that I've done have been pretty exceptional, especially when you consider price. And we'll continue to do that, because we really want to grow the community. Not just sell whiskey. That's not what it's about. It's really about growing the community, and the business side will take care of itself. The commercial side, So that's kind of the heart and soul of why we're doing it. Again, this will be the 4th year in June. Steve Burkow asked a really good question, GP. Steve, you're not wrong, buddy. Should the join to access be available on the sold out bottles?
Fair point. That's a good point.
Thank you, Steve, for being on point. That's a good point. We'll fix that. Thanks for the suggestion.
We still wanted to join you, so we are giving you the option.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe a bottle might show up here or there. There's a couple maybe floating around. So any Doc, you got any questions? I mean, you've been part of Storytime now for a while. What do you think? What's your thoughts and what
I've never had
questions have been?
so I'm pretty freaking excited about that one, and the fact that it's going to be a Storytime release makes me pretty freaking excited. Two, that 15-year Kentucky bourbon. Me and you were talking about that one earlier, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to get that and blind it against Russell's 15. I might have to do like pull out the 15-year-olds I have and put it in there. Maybe even put it against Pappy in there. We'll see what we do. I can't wait to get that one. So what you're saying that one's hasn't been bottled yet. You're waiting for a label, I believe, right before that one comes out. You're expecting that one probably in February.
Yep.
And how many bottles of that do you have?
To be right around
close
200.
190.
You're like
180 to 200.
Yeah, something like that. Depends on how many we keep for ourselves.
This guy.
I'm gonna get
I
3
love
bottles.
all of you guys are just laughing because you guys know you already have 1 or 2 put away aside for yourselves. It was probably like 220, but we put some aside already.
We don't talk about
How many of those do you have coming out?
Say that again now.
The old Louisville. How many of those do you have coming out?
Or 140.
We're estimating between 140 and 160, somewhere around there. Won't know until we don't.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. No, I mean I'm pretty excited, and then I'm happy that we're finally getting to see the Jack Daniels, because when did we go out to that? Was that in June?
June. Yeah, man. And what's weird is it just showed up. They didn't even tell us when it was coming or nothing. It just showed up. And they're like, "Oh, hey, we've got all your bottles. They're in a warehouse." Ugh.
You get are you getting the barrels with those?
I don't know. I would think so, but I don't. Maybe I maybe had to request. I don't know. If I do,
we got to play with it.
Yeah, maybe if we do, we'll do something.
Yeah,
I know where the rye barrel will go. I just don't know about the bourbon one yet.
Yeah, the rye won't be fun. I think of a few things you could do with that rye.
Yeah, the rye barrel will probably end up back in Nashville if I had to guess.
Now, another question, like with the distillery, Storytime Distillery, in the past, you guys had talked about doing like blends or finishings and all that. Is that still something that's an option for this company that you're thinking about?
Yeah, when we go up to Louisville this next 2 weeks, that's one of the things we're going to be looking at is some barrels that are available to us and what we can do with them. Because I really, you guys know my affinity for Old Carter American. and I've got a pretty good handle on how to blend something in that vein. I love that profile. So that's something I'm going to look at doing, is trying to put together a good American whiskey blend that's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper than the old Carter.
I mean,
that's
well, you can just go buy that distillery. I mean,
I think the auction's over, and I think he actually bought it back. I think Mark bought it back.
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, but I will see. We'll see what happens, and I hope he revives it and keeps it going. I don't know how at his costs or his sales price. I mean, those are some expensive bottles, and the boom is kind of over, right? So you almost got to say, I'm gonna go back to bottles I can drink.
Was it part of that where his wife did more of the blending than he did, or his ex-wife, I should say, I guess?
No. He's actually he's a phenomenal blender. She did some good things too. Hey, Jeffrey Wack. His history is this, right? He started off, he did a hotel first, then he did a vineyard, then he did whiskey. And his vineyard side, he was the mastermind behind blending some of the highest scoring cabs and Pinots out of California. He's got an amazing palate, and so although the rye, they did a rye, I think they're batch 7, batch 8, and batch 9 rye. She blended 7, he blended 8, and 9 was a blend of their blends.
Okay.
Hers, I thought, was the better of the 3 by itself. So in that case, for sure, her palate won out on the rye. But in general, I think Mark's got he's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I've not had enough Old Carter to have an opinion on it. The only one I have is the Colorado release, which you tell me is not like a true release of what they do, you know. So
yeah, that's one of those, like, hey, we've got a bunch of barrels that don't really fit into my single barrel. They don't fit into these other things, so we'll just do these state specific single barrel releases.
Yeah, so that's the only one I've really had. So I've not had any other ones to say, hey, I do like their blend or anything like that. So
yeah. Torp, I don't necessarily disagree there. I think there's some exceptions in the case of some very unique barrels that you'll find that are ultra aged, hard to get, crazy mash bills, super low yield, where you kind of gotta cover the cost. But I hear you. Is any bottle necessarily worth more than $100? That's a tough one, right? It's like, some of them are what they are, and you got to pay it if you want them. I don't necessarily think north of $100 is a good place to be. I really don't ever want to have a commercial bottle at that price, I can tell you, because I just don't think it's practical. Some of them make it there, and there's some really good bottles out there, and I think we'd all pay over $100 for BTAC or Pappy, no problem.
You can find it.
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
problem.
you
You can find them, and that's what they're smart about. They make them so limited that they, you're willing to pay that price. I mean, it's such a good pour. But I mean, like this last year, I've talked about it a few times. I realized that instead of always trying to hunt those and pay secondary on those, I'd rather just choose from like you guys or my friends who go and pick a barrel, and those are kind of they're a one-off. They're their own unicorn in their own way. Somebody's palate that you trust, and you're not going to pay that huge secondary price, Because even like with your 15-year-old Kentucky, you're still cheaper than a lot of them. You're still cheaper than a Russell's 15, which is pretty much we're talking about comes out of the same that whole same process that did that, and So it's just one of those things. I mean, the reason that it's that cost is because of the age and the limited, and the taxes. And really, I mean, what were we talking about? How much of that is tax, really?
Over 60% of the cost of alcohol is tax.
Yeah. So I mean, it's when you start looking at that. I mean, for every year you have a barrel, you have to pay so much money on it, and then they delay that tax until you buy the barrel, and so all the cost goes on you for that. So it's interesting. I've learned so much in the last few months of because I eventually want to do my first barrel. And and asking questions on that, it's just interesting. It's interesting how all that background works that we don't, that us buying on the other end don't know. Yeah.
Yep. You brought up the Kentucky 15-year. That was something that was, there's a lot of pressure there because almost everyone has those things at like $300. Almost everyone we've seen has been right around $300.
Yeah, resales go crazy.
Yeah, and we fought like crazy to get ourselves in a position where we can be less than that. And we're actually the same as the barrel brokers release at his distillery, releasing those same barrels. So I was excited we were able to get it to work out that way. And it wasn't easy, I can tell you, but we got it. And I'm excited for people to get their hands on this. Because, a lot of people heard about the Russell's 15, and yes, it's a fantastic bottle. When you pull out a single barrel out of that, it's like that they're crazy. They've got nuances. The ones we picked are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and we're just super excited about it.
Two things, Shane. Everybody behind you, I don't see a drink in anybody's hand. We're supposed to be hanging out and drinking. There we go.
Two guys.
Nobody's had a drink in a second yet. Two.
What's Greg?
I think you need to tell how many barrels did you get to look at, try, and think. Yes, I see you drinking, Greg. But they're all in the background with their hands down. Nobody's tasting anything.
It's empty. It's empty. It's empty.
Yeah, it's empty.
Man,
he's ready for the.
What kind of host are you, sir?
Reminding the older
party with empty glasses there. But
now here's a great host.
Barrels you tried and tasted when you picked the barrel that you got.
Yeah, boy,
I love that story. It makes me drool every time.
There was 18.
Yep.
18 got pulled out. We went through, was it 14 or
14 of them.
16? Something, I don't remember how many it was.
Yeah.
14 or 16. But anyway, it was a lot. 14. And there were 3 that we really were in the running. 2 really stood out.
We were unanimous on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we do blind tests on it.
And there was a couple brokers there who were also unanimous on it.
And we did a test. You guys brought a sample back, and we did testing again. Right?
So there's one of the barrels. Oh my gosh, the glare is awful. There you go. 131 proof. That was barrel 1. 124. This one was actually the best of them all. The 131's right there with it though. And so, we're what I think we're going to do is we're going to pull out a few bottles from each barrel, have some some special of those available, and then the rest I think we're going to blend in, which is kind of like what I did with the original Dragon Mobs. I don't know, for those of you who don't know, I pulled 15 bottles out, and then the rest I blended the 2 barrels that were short barrels together. And I'll tell you, the blend is really good. I've done it. It's fantastic. So I think that's what we're going to do, because otherwise then I got to manage like 2 SKUs. And then some people are going, I want the 124. I want the 131. This way it's going to come in around 128, 129.
You'd be the best of both worlds, I'm sure. I mean, you talk about the differences in both of them, and then combining that, you just, you get all of it together. So I think that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
And I think we did 12 barrels at Old Louisville. Is that right?
It was a lot.
It was a lot at Old
It was
Louisville.
a lot.
And I know we were going through them, and me and Shane were so excited about the 11-year. Like, we were talking about it the whole time, because it's 11-year.
Yeah.
We got there, and I think we had at least 5 11 years. And we were like, then we had the 10-year come, and man,
It was
blown away.
Yeah. 11-year was okay. 10-year, that one is this one right here.
Yeah, it's monster.
As you can see, it's an absolute monster. Greg, you had this bottle for a couple days. How many pours did you take out of it?
Officially or unofficially? I think I only had about 3 out of it.
This is why it's so low. Yeah.
But if I knew
so-
I would have had more.
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you think?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the spice on it with the higher rye mash bill, I think you're going to really like it.
Yeah. That's what really stood out to me. These older 36%ers, man, just really shine. And this one, it's really complete for me. It was very, very complete. Front, mid, finish, all of it was there. spice was there, the Hug's there, the caramels, the vanillas, all of those things, all the things you want in a really good bourbon, it's there. It's really there.
Really balanced.
Yeah.
The finish, days. I mean,
Yeah.
It's long.
Drooling again. Thank you guys. And see, and that's one thing that, you know, like you're saying about, like, if you did 2 of them, everybody's gonna go for the older age. But older age does not always mean better.
No, sometimes it means worse. Like, I mean, how many people have bought an Elijah Craig 18 and went, "What the hell is this?" Because
The
it's
better side probably like more than 50% don't like it.
yeah, so because it's so oaky. But I will tell you, I've got a couples, and they're all single barrels. For those of you that don't know that, I've got a couple that are unbelievably good, just really, really good. And so it's kind of, when you get into that, I think you get north of 15 years, it starts to get real dicey. It takes real special barrels to make it past 15 years.
Yeah.
And even 12 years. It's 10 to 12 is kind of really the sweet spot. The ones that get to 15 are usually pretty exceptional. And then, you know, you get ones over that, and it's like they aged it cold, right? They put it down in a basement somewhere, or they did something because of it wouldn't interact with the wood as much. And yeah, that's I'll tell you that, like I said, that yeah, this 10 year, it's as good as it gets. Like, I don't, you know, it's, to me, it's phenomenal. It's right up there with some of the best. So
Probably
yeah. What's that?
I was going to say, probably the only one that's the exception that consistently does it pretty good is probably Evan Williams in their 23 year. They pretty good. Whatever they're doing to get.
But they don't do them that often, right? They only do it,
No.
you know, once every 3 or 4 years. They're releasing a batch, and they, you know, they're putting those things down in the basement. That's the only way they're getting to 23 and not turning it into a freaking tree.
They're probably on the first floor of that Bernheim warehouses. They're almost like a shot.
I bet they're in the basement, dude. I bet you they're down there in the damp basement. That's where I put
Like the 22.
They're in the basement with the gimp.
That's right.
Well, I mean, that's what Maker's Mark does. They put them in their cellar, so, you know.
Right. All right, I think I'm ready to get into the old Louisville bucket.
I think we should all, yeah. I'm ready.
Greg, get your old Louisville out. Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Is this it, Greg?
By the way, Doc, I'll be sending you a sample of this. Okay. This is what I'd like to get a review out of you. Did I see that Adam was in here too? Major Zero?
Yeah, he was.
Keith P's in here too. Hey, Keith P. Emily, nice to see you. I'm sorry if I didn't shout you out. Bourbon Neophytes in here. Oh my gosh, Anthony, love you, buddy. Let's see. I swear. Kevin Eads, who's my cousin, is asking about bottles dropped today. So thanks, buddy. Anyway.
Every time.
Yeah, I got a sample bottle coming out to you. There's Adam. Hey, Adam. Adam, if you want to do a review, buddy, I'll send you a sample.
You know those bottles where you could just like tie it to your face and just smell
Yeah,
it.
just smell it.
This is so good.
It's just one of those.
Yeah.
I'm pretending I'm smelling what you guys are smelling.
Okay, go get your King of Kentucky because it's really close to that.
Yeah, let me go grab that too.
Yeah.
I was on, Adam got on my live the other night, and he pulled out the King of Kentucky, the container for it, and then we're all excited, and he pulls out, I think it was a yellow corn from inside of it. He got. Then I remembered he got that container from you when we were at the Slammering.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He did.
Yeah, because you were just gonna throw it, and he was like, "Can I have it?" You're like, "Take it," you know. So,
Steve. All right, so all of them are on the site now. They're open for pre-order. The Jack we expect to be picking up next week. Those should be going out shortly after a few days. The old Louisville, we're going up there in 2 weeks. We're going to be getting those. Those will be going out the week after, and then the turkey we expect to be going out the end of February. We're still waiting for label approval. So yeah.
Yeah, so
Put that in.
I put the link in the chat there. So if anybody wants to click to that link, it's the recipe part. So if they're not members, they can see everything. If they want to
Okay.
join, they can go. They can click from there to go join. So I put that in the chat for you.
Oh,
This old logo is out of park.
dude.
That's what
Home run.
Yeah, Greg, Greg, you look the way I feel right now. Like
Yeah.
those SOBs over there, just enjoying that, and me and you're just like, okay.
No, I tried it.
Here, I'll fix it. Hang on. Oh my God, this is so good.
Oh my god.
So good.
So good.
Cheers, Doc. Cheers, Greg. Enjoy your.
Hey, keep it up. You never know what I have stashed away, so just keep it up.
Oh, I do know what you got stashed, you crazy guy.
I'm gonna go hang out with Greg.
Well, you could have some
Yeah.
surprises. That's true.
This is just so good, man.
Yeah, this
This is
it literally to me is like it's like bourbon definition. Like
Yeah,
that's it.
It's amazing.
It's everything. It's
Both of you did.
front,
It
mid,
is.
finish. Just it's so good. Yeah, top dog. No, top dog. I think you mean Kentucky Tavern, not King of Kentucky. Kentucky Tavern.
I've never even heard of Kentucky Tavern.
What? I got a bottle up there from 1974. No, that's Kentucky Gentleman, isn't it?
Gentlemen.
All right, never mind. Kentucky Gentleman. Kentucky Tavern's worse. I'll tell you, way worse. That Kentucky Gentleman's actually freaking really good.
I think it's like
So what's worse,
Yes,
Kentucky Tavern or Malort?
Malort.
Okay.
100%.
yes, how about that?
Humble brag.
I mean,
Thanks, Dor. King of Kentucky's a starter pour in his house. Meaning he starts his car with it. Holy moly. I don't know.
Out of curiosity, so is
Keith
King of
Payne.
Kentucky only released in Kentucky?
No. So it was originally, that was the whole plan. Then, like, I want to say a couple of years ago, they released a couple in like DC and California. Then they started getting a lot of pressure because people were like, we want it too.
Yeah, Norman had some drop this year too.
Yeah, so they've been making their way out.
Every time they have a reopening, they have one bottle to sit on top.
Yeah, that one
What
bottle
bourbon
was
guys say?
Kurt, like what was it, 5-6
Oh.
months ago? That one opening had like 3 bottles of the shit. One
Yeah.
on the eastern side of Charlotte, whatever that one was. Remember? They opened that. They got 3 bottles of stuff somehow, which I think is a case, right? There's 3 in a case.
Yep.
so somebody's asking to for search to do a shot.
Yeah. Serge?
Oh no, a shot of Malort?
Yeah.
Not after the whole Louisville.
I don't know, man. It seems like the right time to do it.
You even have Malort?
Do I have the Lord?
Yeah.
What do I look like?
You got a full bar here.
Hey, Serge, you do the Malort. Kurt and Rick, go to the glass case back there. That's where all the good stuff's at.
Shut up, Greg. Shut up.
Today that good
Yeah,
stuff is
the
out.
second shelf from the top, third bottle
Yeah.
over behind. That's
Right behind the camera, that glass.
yeah, you have to knock 3 times and it opens up and there's a special bottle there.
Yep. Yep. Well, hey, you know what? I am going to put the link if I can do it. Anybody wants to jump in just to say, hey, you got any questions?
Bourbon Hall, I'm just sipping my benchmark top floor. Nice.
Where do I do that? How do I add people?
You had it done.
Oh, add guest. Oh, copy link. There it is.
Yep.
Man, I'm a genius. Thanks.
Did you already have GP?
Yeah.
We have a tech guy now.
Peggy, my IT guy.
Peggy.
Right-hand man.
I know my name is Peggy. Did it go? Did it post? I don't,
It's
yes, it
in
did.
there.
All right,
It's
now I
in
can
there.
do it over here. Now let's see if I can pin it. Oh no. Oh, that stupid heart's in the way.
Keep it on that one.
No, I don't think you can pin on there. Maybe.
You can. Here, let me put something in the chat, like and that moves it up there. It should be out of your heart way now.
Yeah, but all right, there we go. Maybe I can.
There you go. So 12
well,
wants a rundown. He wants a rundown again.
Rundown on.
I think
What do you want to run
everything
down on, Tor?
everything that you had released.
Oh, 2 Jack Daniels picks. Oh, Tennessee whiskey and a rye. Tennessee whiskey is the Scott Pigsley tribute. Scott, we miss you. Wish you all the best. You wish your family all the best. I mean, and I'll tell you that bottle's phenomenal. It's the tribute's great. The whiskey's great. Get a bottle, drink it, and think of Scott. That's what I would say there. The rye, which is the Beans rye, the old Top Dog Bourbon Company rye, is really good. It's one of the better single barrels I've had by far. Those are available. Then you've got the 10-year Old Louisville, which is 36% MGP rye, 36% rye MGP. It's freaking really good. And then we got the 15-year Kentucky Bourbon, the first Storytime private label bottle. So it's taken 3.5, almost 4 years to get here, but we're here. So good team behind me helped make that happen.
Very
and
special.
we got a lot more coming. Don't worry. Oh, I see we got somebody here. Let's bring her on. Celia, cheers.
Cheers.
What are you drinking?
Put some more Russell's single barrel back in.
Oh, nice. Like just a 10-year pick?
Yeah, store pick.
Yeah, those are so good.
Mm.
They've gotten expensive, but they're really good.
You got one or two.
I think I have a couple over there. Yeah. Maybe. Is that one of your favorites, Celia?
It is. I definitely like the wheats as well. Big wheated fan.
Okay.
I enjoy wheat too. That's what got me into it. So
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, you missed out on my weeder that I released last Christmas. That one was pretty special
Yeah.
model.
It's all right. There's always exciting stuff out there. Just have to
Dude,
wait
there
for the
is.
next exciting thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You didn't-
I'm looking for another one though. I'm going to be looking to release another one because
Too late.
it was an 8-year MGP weeder, and oh my gosh, it was so freaking good.
Sounds awesome.
Really, yeah, it was pretty phenomenal. Only 68 bottles came out of the barrel. It was such a short barrel.
the wheated one.
Yeah.
But to get that, did you have to like go through this like little maze on your website and hit a link, hit a bottle?
Yeah, it was like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, and
kind
then
of a thing.
I don't know why at the end it asked for pictures of my feet. It was just kind of weird.
It's just a little side project I was working on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just wondering.
Thanks though for doing that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Continue to do that to Shane's email, okay? Not an info.
Yeah.
We want to see it.
That's Shane at Storytime.
Yeah.
Not info.
Make sure it's Shane at Storytime Distillery. Not info. Yes, that's true. Yeah, bourbon need Christmas. You're not wrong. So there's another one cooking. I'll talk to Nolan tomorrow. We will be releasing another Christmas. We will be releasing another Christmas. And for those of you who don't know, Christmas was an older light whiskey that was then finished in a stout beer barrel. And so you get that corn sweetness and you get all the coffee and cocoa nibs from the Imperial Stout. So you can kind of get this really chocolatey caramel toffee thing going. And it's just so good. And that one particularly, I don't think I've ever had a whiskey like it since. And I definitely didn't have one like it before. That was just such an amazing.
No, that was. You sent me a sample of that for me to try, and holy cow, that was just different. And, yeah, so I can't wait for this. See what the second variation of that tastes like. You know.
Yeah. Top Dog got his on secondary.
Steve's asking if the Steve Stranahan's ever get released.
Yes, I didn't put it on the site because the local store, he was selling them very fast. So I didn't want to put them up there and then like have some sold and then not be able to get them for people. Burkout, if you would like one, please let me know. Message me, email me, Shane at Storytime. I will get you one. He still has some left. I think they're like $62 or something like that, $61.99 or something like that. It is an unbelievable bottle.
When I got my second one, though, there was only about 8 left.
Yeah, there's
So,
holy crap.
Tell me more
Look
about
at-
the Stranahan's if you have a chance.
Wow.
Oh, straight hands.
how about we just show you?
Yeah, grab
that bottle?
Well, I
Right
mean,
here.
I just that was one of the first pours I started with tonight. Actually, I got a sample of not this past year, like the most recent year, but the year before, the Snowflake in a trade, the one that was like the mezcal finish. Not a super fan myself, but
Right.
first time ever trying Snowflake, so it was pretty special.
Yeah, this year's Snowflake, was it this year's Snowflake or maybe it was their Mountain Angel. I don't remember. They did they did a limited release this year, and I happened to be out in Denver and got to try it when we were at the distillery. Me and Mike Stahl, for those of you who know Mike Stahl, and I can't remember what finish it was on that thing, but holy crap. We were like, where can we get a bottle? We're like, yeah, they sold out in like minutes. We're like, you guys suck. This was so good. But this is the bottle here. This was one we called Steve.
Right.
Doc, you know all about Steve.
Oh, yeah.
How did we get to the name Steve on this bottle?
I don't know. We were all drinking, we were all laughing, and all of a sudden you said, I'm naming this Steve, and I don't know where that came from. I was trying to figure that out that day.
So here's where it came from. So remember, he gave us samples, and they were marked 1 through 5,
Yes.
right? Then he gave us another one, and we marked it 6. And then we got this one. And there was no number on the sample. Like the other ones all had numbers on them. So I said, well, we're just going to call it Steve. That's how that came.
That ended up being our winner, you know?
Dude, it was
Unanimous.
It was really, really good.
Yeah,
And if you're ever curious about American single malts and you're a bourbon lover, Stranahan single barrel cask strengths is where you go. Like these things are the perfect crossover to get into single malts and really start to enjoy them. This one particularly, it's super good, like just unbelievably good. So, and actually we're bringing the second barrel in. I talked to the local guy yesterday. He's getting ready to bring that second barrel in, Greg.
Oh, really?
Matt is, yeah. He's like, and, you know, this is funny because when I went in and talked to him, I was like, hey, you should do a Stranahan's. And he was like, man, I got Stranahan's sitting on my shelf. No one buys that shit. It was all the shelf stuff, right? It's all the Diamond Peak. And I said, I know, that stuff sucks, but let me go home. I'll be right back. So I came home, took a single barrel I had. I said, here, try this. And he was immediately, all right, go out there, get on a plane, go out there, pick a barrel. I want this. This is amazing. He said, I want one just as good as this one. And I think I beat the one that he had by a lot. So,
This one.
yeah.
I got the second one. I had to.
Yeah.
Second.
Sheboygan, good question. So we don't yet. We've got aspirations and plans to. I do personally. I've had them for a while. We will. We do NDP. We will contract distill, but it's that the plan is to start distilling. Yes. Good question. Sorry, Emily. Do you not drink coffee, Emily, or you really like coffee? I don't know. How am I killing you? Roger, glad you could finally join us.
Well, someone has to make sure Surge drinks at Malort. So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, we're still on that.
Look at this ugly guy. I zoomed in on him because I want everyone just to see what I have to deal with.
someone's
I
got
have
to
to-
keep you straight, man.
When I got to ask for funds to do something, this is what I got to look at. It's intimidating. Very, very intimidating.
Manager.
I think Shane in the middle of the night in nightmares of where's the invoice?
That's why I have not been able to sleep. Right there. So, Serge has got to drink a shot. Can you? Shot glasses are in the second cabinet. Malort should be down there. You won't miss it.
Surge.
I'm gonna pour it myself, okay?
Bourbon engineer, softball question, you crazy, crazy guy. And when you come back, bring me the Carne Bay bottle.
Wait. Who said I should drink a shot? I need to know who to relate this back to.
So is this an NDP or a barrel pick club? All right, all a good question. So Storytime Distillery is an NDP. Authors Guild is a barrel club. Authors Guild is part of Storytime, but that's the distinguishing factor, I guess. Really good question. Let's see, what do you say? I have coffee in my veins. Oh, sorry, Emily. Hey, by the way, Surge might be hooking us up with a coffee connection. Is that going to work out?
Yeah, they're doing the pricing now. So I went to India for work, for anybody who doesn't know. And I went out to basically the foothills. It's called Karnataka. And it's a really popular place for coffee beans. A buddy has 50 acres of coffee plantation.
Oh, wow.
Fresh roasted it the night before. I got a pound of Robusto and Arabica. I got sent back with it. Phenomenal beans. So we're talking about getting that brought over to the U.S. and maybe I'll start up a little boutique brand.
Hey, look at this. In case you didn't know who that was.
No. Oh, come on.
It's a shot.
It's a shitload.
That's not even a full shot.
It's almost clear.
Well, now,
We
Surge.
need to make you. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, make them big.
Do it, Surge. Oh yeah.
I'll put hair on your head.
The Lord Mules don't suck. You know what, Emily? I could see that. I could just get it.
Can
over
I mix
with.
it?
Wait a minute. No, you can't mix it. What are you gonna follow? What are you gonna follow that up with?
Oh yeah, give me something.
You need a good some oil.
How about that Lucky 7?
Yes.
I'll pour you this. So this, hey Greg, by the way, you need to come over and get into these again. These have been sitting for a while, and holy crap, have they gotten really. We killed one,
Can I see this Malort bottle?
and this one got really good
Let
too.
me see this Malort thing.
Which one's that one? What barrel number is
I mean,
that?
they were good before, but they just opened up and got really good.
What barrel number was that one?
This one's 83. No, this is barrel 1. This was the Benny's pick.
Yeah,
83 is dead.
That's
was
what I have
number
to
one,
drink.
but then something replaced it. I can't remember which one. Remember, that was the best one, then something replaced it. I can't remember which
Yeah,
one.
83. 1 was the best one. Then 83 replaced it.
All right.
All right, drink, sir.
Are we
Go.
ready?
Yep, do it.
If he gets sick, mute the video.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Okay, I'm a 14-year chaser, so.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna let you chase it.
Hey, Serge, have to give us tasting notes on it too.
Yeah, we want tasting notes on Malort.
Why does the finish taste so bad?
That's the best part.
What it tastes like?
Hey,
don't
sir,
know.
does that taste like curry?
It's definitely not curry. God, it doesn't go away.
Oh, Celia, we lost you. Sorry, I don't know if you dropped.
It doesn't stop.
But thanks for coming on, Celia, honestly. Look forward to hanging out with you in the future. Okay, Bert, you asked a question. I don't know if you guys saw this sticker on the thumbnail as well. Oh my God, that freaking light is awful. Carne Bay, Irish whiskey. So you might ask yourself, what is this? So this is a project I'm working on with a guy in Ireland when I was over there in September. And he had a whiskey brand called the Irish Fiddler. And I stopped in his little bar and we got to talking about whiskey, and he brought out a sample for me. He's like, oh, you like Irish whiskey? Here, try this. And I tried it, and I was like, oh, wow, this thing, it was something special. Like, it's up there with, I would say, like the Dare Gaelic from Middleton, or the very, very rare Middleton, or the Barry Crockett. Like, just unbelievably delicious. So, so we got to talking. He's like, yeah, I just dropped my distribution in the U.S. I'm kind of looking to do something. And I said, well, I have an importer and a wholesaler's license, so maybe we should, talk about, bringing it in. So next thing you know, I come up with a concept that he liked, designed the label, and now, oh man, I'm excited. So we're working. He wants to have bottling done in February, which means we probably start seeing him in the U.S. in about March or April. But aside from that, I had a box show up the other day from some crackhead in Nashville who I think he's a peeping Tom, actually. I think he goes and he peeps in on his neighbors, Top Dog and Renee. And no, he actually is a really good guy. He went over to Ireland. And actually, he spends a lot, has gone there several times. And I think he went to, Brian, what distillery was that you went to? Clonakilty. He went to Clonakilty. That's where it was. And he brought back some samples. And he's like, man, these are so good. I want to try and get them. So I'm going to work with Brian. I got to go through the samples he sent me. We got to see about maybe bringing a barrel of that over as well and see if we can't make that happen. So I'm excited to get into those two. There are, telling you, Irish whiskey. There's the general Irish whiskeys are meh, but there are some really good special ones out there, and you just got to find them. Especially the single grain. Those are the ones you want. The single grain Irish whiskeys are where it's at. Sheboygan. What did he ask? Where can I find bottles? So currently it's only on our website. They will be coming commercial soon. Everything goes well, probably fourth quarter this year, I would think would be when we could probably get something moving. And that's at the earliest. No peeping. He runs in the buff. Well, good point.
So, Mr. Shane, I got to jump off real quick, but thanks for letting me hang out with you guys. I'm excited about all the stuff you have coming out, so can't wait.
I know.
Awesome. Thanks, Doc.
Come and hang out with us soon, man. What are you doing?
Oh, the last thing before you go, Doc.
Oh, yeah.
Before you go, there was one more item that we were going to talk about I hadn't talked about yet, and that was the schlammering.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm Big Spoon. I was just throwing it out there.
Buddy, you are half my height. There's no way you're Big Spoon.
Wasn't he Big Spoon?
We'd be more like Master Black.
Thank you for clarifying that. I was. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he was.
What Big Spoon with me?
Research.
Yes, Powers John Lane 12-year cast strength. And I've got Powers John's Lane single barrel. But anyway, Doc, are you going live this week? When are you going live next?
I'm possibly going live Sunday for a little bit. I don't have a time yet, but I'm thinking about Sunday.
I didn't get the Irish out to you because all I've got is like 3-ounce sample bottles, and I need to get smaller ones so I can send you these Irish whiskeys because I got like 10 of them I'm sending you.
Okay.
I will send those to you, and I would love to do that live with you. And actually, maybe I can send you some of the samples that Brian sent me from Bourbon Engineer, who's in chat, and we can have him jump on with us and taste them. So.
Oh yeah, sounds like a lot of fun.
Heck yeah! All right, Doc. Well, hey man, love you, brother.
Thank you guys.
Yep,
Have fun.
we'll see
Be
you
careful.
Sunday if I don't talk to you before then.
All right, sounds
Cheers.
good. All right, bye.
Whew, now that he's gone. I'm just kidding. Hey, Roger, can you turn your phone sideways?
Sideways.
Emily, mad love for you too, girl. I will get with you. I know you've got a bottle coming to you. You don't know it yet. So, yeah, there you go. That's better because it fills out the thing better.
Yeah.
When you're the other way, it's like narrow. And
We can see his ugly face better.
For as bad as the Malort was, this is fucking.
it is so good, isn't it? Yes, he's gonna pour me something.
Mm.
I got you, Brian. We'll we'll talk. I'll give you a call. Franklin, good evening, brother. So Roger, you were so lucky to spend some time at Old Louisville. Let's talk about that a little bit. What did you think of that experience, and what did you think of the barrel that Serge and I picked?
Well, first off, you guys were pretty much spot on. I got to try quite a few of the 11 year as well, and he has, I don't know, he has probably what, a couple hundred barrels. And he offers a pretty cool experience. When you go in there, he really does open up his warehouse, lets you try a bunch of different things. Whether you're picking a barrel or if you just want to go by for a tasting. So if you guys are ever in Louisville, I highly recommend that you guys stop by his warehouse and just do a tasting, because he will open up some barrels for you and just let you try them. And if you like them, you can bottle them right there and he'll sell them to you. But I got to try our barrel against several other barrels, and I really think ours was pretty much at the top, even compared to some of the 11 year. They do offer some finishing casts as well, which are pretty good. But just overall, he just got a bunch of good barrels.
Yeah, for sure. And he's super accommodating.
He is, yeah. And I'm actually drinking on that now. I left with a couple bottles of it before I got out of there. But no, he's a good guy to work with, and he's sourced some good barrels. And he's also got some. I know we're trying to work with him on future picks as well. He's got some older stuff in there too. That's beyond 11 years. He got some light whiskey. He's got some high aged light whiskey that we might be interested in too.
Oh, what's up?
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm on live. What's up? Are you leaving?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Bring her
I'll be
in.
right back. These guys are going to talk to you. Oh man, why is it chatting? Good morning, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let Sheboygan know what's up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Steve, I see your question. Can we find which producer you're talking about? Well, I'm talking about specifically Old Louisville. So it's a NDP that's sourcing barrels, and he's located in Louisville. And he's sourcing barrels from several different spots. I think he got some NGP, and he's sourcing from other places as well.
Yeah. So Sheboygan, just so I can answer your question. So we have we're basically a private whiskey club, right? And the membership gets you discounts on some bottles. We try to keep the price as low as possible because we want the community to have good whiskey, great whiskey. It also gets you free shipping for a year on any bottle purchase. So the membership gives you a lot of benefits. We also throw kind of parties, different places in the U.S., like bottle shares and things like that. So there's a lot of benefits to the membership. You can also get the bottle without a membership. We can talk to you how to do that. We have other avenues to do that. So it's not required. So just to answer your question, we could do it either way.
There's certain legalities in how you have to do it. That's why we are a private club. So just so you know, there's nothing shady about it. It's just you pay for a membership, but you get all your shipping charges covered. So it's not like you're out.
Plus the bottle costs cheaper than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. For sure.
So Roger, so how many barrels did you try at Louisville?
Over a dozen.
Yeah.
Still dragging.
He had other visitors coming through, so I tried some the barrels that he was opening up for some of the other groups that were coming through.
Right.
So well over a dozen or so. And
I agree.
It ranged from bourbons,
I would guess that in the second set.
10, 11-year-old bourbons, and then some light whiskeys as well, and some finished bourbons.
Yeah. We definitely tried a good amount of them, and and like we talked about earlier, an older age statement doesn't mean it's the best bourbon for sure.
Yeah, it's Canadian rock.
This 10-year was phenomenal.
Hey.
And I know he's doing a lot more weeders now, so we're definitely going to go try
I think
those.
that probably next year or this year probably like it's gonna be a better year. Like last year it's gonna be a dry year.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah, the weeders are coming, and a lot of people moved away from fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is going to be the year of straight bourbons again.
Yes, I agree.
I think last year kind of was, but this year it's really going to be more fun.
I like how they pack it also. Like, it's pretty cool.
yeah, it comes with that bag
It's
and
in the
everything.
bag.
All right, what is this?
Old Forester rye.
Is it Old Forester?
Yeah.
God, I don't remember it being that
And
high.
yes,
This one always.
yes.
Yes, it got me again.
Yeah, this one always.
Greg, what are you sipping on tonight?
Who's that, me?
Yeah, you.
It's Metamucil.
That's
Metamucil.
You know,
What is it a recipe? What recipe is that? Greg, what recipe is that?
what's that?
Is it a recipe?
Yeah.
Here. Bottle Republic. OESK.
Oh, yes.
OESK.
Nice.
Me, 120 proof.
There you go. Yeah, you have to find those at higher proofs.
Yeah. Yeah, so
You have proof 10-year-old.
It's a
want to speak to that?
proof.
Yeah, so the Authors Guild, again, is the membership that we explained, right? So that comes with Sheboygan. So just so I can answer your question, it comes with benefits like the free shipping on bottles, right? So that kind of that's part of the value proposition of the membership. And again, like you don't have to go through the membership, so there's nothing shady about it. We just have to do we do the membership because it's easier from a legality standpoint. And then there's ways to go around it, but then you have to pay
It's
for
more
shipping,
expensive.
and it's more expensive for the bottle. So
Yeah, like
we want to add value to our members, and that's why we have the membership.
Other benefits
benefit.
that you get as a
And plus-
Authors Guild member is that, of course, a free membership that's sort of talked about. On top of
Free
that,
shipping.
free shipping you get the
6 to 8 6 per year.
you get the access to the events that we do. So you've got to get to part of those amazing events. We are also thinking there's going to be access to the battle picks that we're going to do. So that as we go for the battle picks, we will do a lottery for the Authors Guild member to pick them, right? Like we do a lottery for them to come join us and kind of experience that battle picks as well. So there is more things that's going to come in the roadmap, but these are a couple of things that we are comes as you join the Authors Guild membership.
Yeah. But again, if the membership, you want to try some picks first, just send us a message and we can show you how to do that.
Dude, I like it. I'm not having to be up there.
Yeah. But these are like great questions. So if anybody has any other questions about story time, like our mantra.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why did you guys decide to be a part of this?
Ooh, good question. Who wants to go?
I let you start.
Me?
Me, I like whiskey.
Ooh, Roger wants to go.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's getting tired. Like, this guy goes to sleep at like 7.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's
Greg is right behind him. He's 7:30.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
No, well, I was going to say that it was it was definitely over a year ago. It's a community that does engage its members. Before I was even part owner of it, I was able to go on a barrel pick with Shane and some other members, and it was just a great time. And
Roger, you've been what, second long? Greg, you've been with Shane the longest, right? Like I would say, and then Roger probably.
like
in our
been
group.
with him the longest. Look at him.
I mean,
He joined before whiskey was created.
yeah, that wasn't. They were still trying to figure out the name with whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Jimmy
just
Russell
the
came
Irish
up
monk.
together.
No, that's a good story. Greg, what about you? Why'd you join the Storytime team?
Because Luca Brasi told me either my brains or my signature would be on the offer.
Nice. Go to it.
What did you say? I didn't hear you say.
It's either way. What did you say exactly?
Is a brand or
No, it was a Godfather reference.
Yeah.
Good one, Greg. Oh,
I've never seen
the first Roger was there too on that indie pick, Roger Randall.
There's another Roger? I can only take one.
Yeah, Roger Randall. Roger Randall's legit, man.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I can kind of go with what Roger was kind of like. I'm just gonna echo the same thoughts, right? I think it's a community, right? I remember being here for the first time and then enjoying some good bourbon, but more than the bourbon, I think the stories, the conversation that we were able to share and build a bond on it, right?
Yeah, the
so I think
friendship.
that's what Storytime is, I think, right? So that vision that Shane has right now, right? I think we can align to it because there's more than a bourbon, right? There is that. It's all about friendship. It's about stories. About kind of having a pour, but able to kind of connect as a friend, right? Able to open a bottle and talk about the bottle, what it means, what it brings some memories to that, right? So I think for me, kind of echoing the same thought what Roger was saying. What do you think? What do you think, Serge?
Well, one, I love Bourbon Engineer's comment. That's hilarious.
What?
Did I hear Greg love Shane Longtime?
Oh yeah, yeah, he does.
That's hilarious. Wait, I don't know how to use these buttons. No, for me, yeah, like once. So I'll tell you guys the story of how I met Shane. And so there was a local bourbon group. What? There was a what?
Go ahead.
So there was a local bourbon group, and I was, it was a Facebook group, and somebody in the group, I think, he actually coordinated and scheduled like a bottle share, and it happened to be that Shane offered graciously to be a host for that bottle share at his bar, and I didn't know anybody in the group. Was like, 6 months into bourbon at this point, not super deep, and decided to go. I actually went with my wife because she's kind of into whiskey too. Whole nother story. And I pulled in some friends because I didn't want to go by myself. I didn't know Shane. He could have been like a serial killer or something like that. Actually, when we started going to his house, because we live in Charlotte or like right outside of Charlotte, he lives in the middle of fucking nowhere. If you know South Carolina a little bit. So once you start going, it's like literally a serial killer road.
So I was doing the drive together.
Yeah.
I remember that drive.
We're like,
And we highway to his house.
yeah, we were like, we have no idea where we're going. We were following a bus because they didn't want like people driving for the event, which makes total sense. We have small kids, so we had to drive. So we came to his house, met Shane, the best host. Really explained kind of story time because we were at his bar. We saw all these signs of story time. We're like, interested in what it was, and what reverberated with me was how much he was willing to share anything he has, and then he went through his picks and like his older stuff, like amazing bottles, and he was kind of telling us about the community and how like he doesn't care what it is. He just wants good whiskey to everybody he knows and his friends, super gracious and everything like that. So that's what kind of sucked me in the beginning. And then talking through his plans and like how much he wants to like we went to the schlammering and all these other things. It just kind of, it hit home for me. And for me, it was like, yeah, I got to be a part of it.
So he dragged me into it.
Yeah, and I dragged him and him into it. So,
And then I'm the second one, the lucky one.
It's all about friendship.
Yeah.
For sure. It's all about
And all this guy here is freaking awesome. They share everything, anything there is in the top shelf to the bottom shelf.
we actually hang out quite a bit, just because we like
drink.
well, we like
We
drinking.
like eat and drink
We like our friendships and
enjoy the moment.
yeah, and we like the community. So we definitely wanted to make sure we went on these picks and that we could bring these bottles like the Louisville and
Yeah,
the
or-
turkey to you.
I mean, I know people
Okay.
can see that we
So
really
we can
smashed
share
this
what
bottle.
we like to the community.
I'm really excited for this pick.
Oh yeah.
I am super excited.
And I mean, if we can convince Shane, maybe we could do a little bit of this 15-year bourbon against his Russell's 15. I mean,
Yeah.
because we know which ones we know which one we prefer.
it's
You want to
fine.
blind you and really put it to the test?
I would love that.
Oh,
A 15 Storytime.
we're
is
gonna
fine.
shit on our own whiskey live on stage. I love it.
Oh, you wouldn't even know it.
So
Mm. Oh yeah, let's see.
Get that infinity bottle, Serge. I think there's some of that left.
Is there any infinity left?
it is left.
No,
Yeah, it is left, but it's somewhere.
it's a kid's house.
Oh, you
I-
took it?
I literally just remembered that I gave it to Ken.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No,
we don't
no,
on that.
That's R15 right here.
No, he has to send
That's
this.
Russell's 15.
Yeah, but he has to send that.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah,
good.
that's
Oh.
Give me the number 2.
Yeah, that's all I have.
So
That's
let's,
the bottle. I
let's see if there's any more comments.
Oh, you traded that handy.
Yeah, we're almost done here. We'll do this.
Shane, I want to meet Bourbon Engineer. I think he's awesome. Top dog. I
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
meet
they're-
him.
We're freaking out. I told you can go over there with me, but you can't. You got to get a hotel. You're not staying in my room with me.
No?
No, I've got a room at Top Dog's house.
Oh no. I want to meet Steve.
Somebody's looking for the IT guy I saw somewhere.
Everybody in there.
That's awesome.
All right, don't mix them up.
Don't mix them up.
Put that one in front of you. Put it to your left. That one to your right. Don't mix them up.
All right. Left and right. This is, and for everybody on the stream, it's a blind. Russell's 15 and
Our pick.
our 15-year bourbon.
Storytime. 15 year.
You were doing it. All right, we got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes. Let's do it. All right. You want me to do it? Who wants to do it? You do
I mean, you're the one who
Don't-
started it.
Hey, Serge, don't fuck it up.
I'm not gonna fuck it up. All right, let me clear my palate. All right. Are we doing it on looks too?
You can do whatever you want. I mean, overall.
I mean,
It's done.
oh yeah.
it's pretty close
All right.
on the color.
Close on the what?
I said it looks pretty close on the color.
I mean, look
No, I
at
think the rice dark, right?
Well, no, the one in your
Yeah, I agree. You're right. One's got a little more
Yeah,
darkness to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
right.
that one's got a little bit darker.
Right on us, but less on the stream.
They're pretty close, but they're like very like pulling here.
It's like a shade or two.
Yeah, it's very close.
When's Ohio State play tomorrow, Russ?
Maybe a man make it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, age is close.
Yeah, 15.
I do want to close with Shane's comments on what Shane thinks about the team.
Oh,
It's been going.
all right. I'll do that.
right?
I'll do
I
that.
think yes.
But only if he picks our barrel. If he doesn't, I'm firing you all and kicking you out. But he just ruined our.
Inform the pennies.
Man, it's been a bit. What?
The pennies pick.
Oh, it's been a bit since I've had Russell's 15.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Roger.
First one's good. I mean, obviously it's Russell's 15. It's really good.
Nice.
We'll see
Good
if
bottle.
Yeah.
It's almost gone.
Of
Mm.
course.
All right, second glass.
What's gone is the old Louisville almost, man. This was like man, this is I can't believe this. Look at this.
All right.
We crushed this bottle.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh my god, it's clear.
It's clear.
It's ours.
This is ours.
Oh, it's darker. Wow.
100%.
Too,
Oh,
right?
this darker.
It wasn't even close. Like, try both. It's not even close. You switch hands.
It's left hand. What do you mean?
Oh wow, it's 10-10 in the third quarter. So Notre Dame came back, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Wow.
I don't think they're that different.
No? Are you kidding me? I could pick that out in a second.
I'm gonna take a
I don't think they're that different.
But it's the proof.
Maybe.
Real deal.
For me, that's how I could pick it out.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's drunk.
No, I'm saying is it's the profiles are the same, but like the punch on this one. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, that could be too. Maybe there's more punch.
That's what I'm saying.
But yes, you were right. Well, that one was.
The flavor is more intense. The finish is longer, but the profile's the same.
I don't think the finish is longer.
No.
I think they're about the same.
I think you get a little bit more barrel influence on the one that we picked too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's longer finish.
Yeah, I'm not saying it like goes for
Yeah.
like forever, but it's definitely longer than the first one.
Yeah, it's slightly longer finish than number ones. Yeah.
Hey, I like that, Top Dog. I'm down. All right. So,
Ooh,
Roger, love you, man. Glad you could
Yeah,
jump on. I know you got to get up at like 3 o'clock or some shit.
Yeah.
and we're like
Nobody
4 hours
will-
past your bedtime.
Nah, I hated going to be there, but I just got off work like an hour ago. So
Yeah, that's what they told me that you'd be here. When I got here, it's like nobody here except Serge.
And Greg, I know when that fiber kicks in, you gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, he's got to hot foot it. Hot foot it to the bathroom.
Hey, Serge, next time I have people here, remind me not to invite you, please.
You know what's funny? You ain't got to worry. That ain't gonna happen anyway.
And the guy to your right ain't getting a fucking invite either.
Oh, man.
All right. So you asked me, what do I think of the team?
Yeah.
So
And the changes and everything.
yeah, no, I am seriously excited about this team. I think everyone has a very unique perspective, and I'm excited for that. They're going to me, what they're going to bring to the table is kind of a fresh look on how to keep you guys engaged, make sure you're being taken care of the way you need to be taken care of. And making sure, when you do this kind of by yourself, I kind of had help here and there. It was primarily me, right? So it's primarily making a lot of the decisions. It's tough when you don't have a sounding board. And I tell you, I welcome the challenge. I welcome the questions that these guys bring me. As much as I'd like to punch Roger most of the time because he just slows me down, he's exactly what we need, and it's exactly what you need because he's an advocate for you guys in a way. And so I welcome it. I'm excited. It makes me feel like this is. I was worried because I'll tell you, if you guys hadn't become a part, I was seriously gonna have to shut this thing down because I just don't have the time to do it and maintain my family. And I held on to it a lot longer than most people would have because I'm just committed to this community. And so I'm really glad you guys are here. I feel like the community's in good hands with all of you. And I'll tell you that the real surprise to me is Rick, right? Because out of all of this, Rick's not really a bourbon drinker by
Cognac.
he likes cognac. Yeah.
Cognac, red wine.
But he brings a perspective as a new person into the bourbon community and just a wealth of knowledge. So I couldn't be happier. I really can't. It's frustrating. I give you guys a hard time. I know I can be somewhat of a smart ass and act like I'm grumpy, but it's just me busting balls. And you guys are really good on receiving that and not taking it personal. So I appreciate that. But yeah, they're going to make this better. They're going to make me better, and they're going to make Storytime better and the Authors Guild better. And I think everyone is going to be so excited to be a part of this next chapter. So
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Just the second week of Jan, we are doing so much.
yeah,
It's just the second week of this year.
Yeah,
We
the
are, like,
first
really,
chapter is
really
gonna be good. And
excited,
The next chapter
right?
will be great.
yeah.
So join the member.
J-Zone.
And we're not all grumpy, old, emotional men, okay?
No, just me and Greg.
Yeah.
Me and Greg.
Just a couple. And I would put Roger up in that category.
All these guys are freaking fun, and they just live the moment.
Thanks.
And that's what made me jump in here, and I appreciate that I got invited.
Wow. We couldn't be happier to have you.
Oh yeah.
So real quick, Sheboygan, since you missed it, and it's okay because I probably went really fast, so my fault. I'm Shane. This is Sergio. That's Kent. This is GP. That's Rick. This guy down here is Roger. This guy over here is my brother, Greg. Love this guy. Anyway, we all love you. We're looking forward to a great 2025. Look for announcements coming up on the schlammering. Go check out the website. Check out these bottles we got coming. There's more. There's more coming, and it's only going to get better. So, as I've always said, what's that, Greg?
I was going to say, everyone stay safe tomorrow in our area. I don't know what's coming.
Yeah,
through.
in our area, we're getting nailed with snow, so everyone be safe. But like I coined this phrase when I started Storytime, and I bring it, still rings true today, and I repeat it over and over. The best stories are shared with friends. These are my friends. These are my friends, and you guys are my friends. And I want to become better friends with all of you, and we want you to be our friends. So anyway, love you. Cheers. Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Cheers all.
Bye, y'all.